Yo, Coco, you remember that gym girl I told you about?
Who?
The one from the gym, man. Come on, man. The one I told you would call me for hours. But whenever it's time to link up, funny enough, she always had excuses.
Oh, that chick that you blocked. Oh, yeah. It took you long enough.
I mean, I came around finally, right?
Yeah, you did.
After
Yeah, you
spending
did.
all this while on the phone, laughing, talking. I actually thought I was getting somewhere, right? That's actually the funny part about this whole thing. And then
We
when it's
all,
time to link up, I'm busy, I'm cooking, I'm blah, blah, blah. You know the rest.
yeah, we've all been victims, man. We've
Absolutely.
all been victims. Yeah, so, anyways, if you're watching this, then you probably have a woman like the one Chris blocked in your life too, which is a woman who only wants your attention but doesn't actually want you. So in today's episode, we're going to break down why women want your attention even when they don't actually want you. You're going to learn the hidden patterns most men miss, causing them to waste time on women who don't actually want them. You'll learn why women are addicted to attention like 7-year-olds chasing their next sugar rush. You'll learn the 4 types of attention stealing women you must avoid like the plague. And you'll learn the 3-step formula to make sure no woman uses you as free entertainment. What's going on? I'm Coco and I'm from Ghana.
And I'm Chris and I'm from Nigeria.
And between both of us, we've got over 20 years of real world experience in the dating game.
Not from textbooks and not from TikTok, but from actually being out there, taking all those L's and learning the hard way.
And in today's episode, we're unpacking one of the most confusing truths about modern dating, specifically modern women, which most men still don't get.
And the truth is, she may not want you, but she's still going to take your attention.
And if you don't understand this dynamic, you're going to keep freely giving your time, energy, and validation to women who do not deserve it.
So without any further delay, let's jump straight into the episode.
So have you ever had a woman flirt heavy with you only to ghost you the second you try to move things forward to a date or the next level?
Or a girl who only calls when she needs something, but once you help her, she vanishes completely.
If that's the case, then she ain't really feeling you, bro. She's just wasting your time. And in this episode, Chris and I are going to teach you how to spot this and flip the game in your favor. So, quick story. In 2019, I met this black French chick from Belgium at the Dubai Mall. I think she was called Vanessa or something. Yeah, she was called Vanessa. So I approached her while she was standing with her friends, and the friends actually made my job easier. They kind of hyped her up for having a solid looking dude approach her. It was in French, but I could tell that they were saying something positive about me because the energy was very bubbly, right? They were all going, hey, cuckoo. Very interesting experience. I guess they liked my vibe. So I got her details and thought it was all in the bag. But a week later, I realized this chick just saw me as a lick, right? Here's what happened. She invited me over to Penthouse, a nightclub at the top of the 5 Palm Jumeirah Hotel. And we vibed a bit over some shisha and a glass of wine. Now, I did break the physical touch barrier as soon as the opportunity presented itself, and I didn't get any pushback. She just had her phone out taking pictures of both of us vibing out, and that's where it ended. I hinted at moving things forward, but she wasn't game, so I let it be. I'll get her next time, I thought to myself. But 3 days after our date, she hit me back up talking about she had to go back to Belgium because she and her friends ran out of cash, but she'll definitely be back in Dubai. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm here. I'll be here when you get back, right? A few days later, she called me on WhatsApp trying to get me to buy her a 2-way ticket from Belgium to Dubai and back to Belgium, talking about some, I want to come see you. But then it dawned on me that when she was in Dubai, most of the times I wanted to see her, she wasn't with it. It was solely on her terms. Now, I didn't realize this from the beginning because, to be fair, she was pretty hot. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy had a few weak moments. But after she asked for the ticket is when everything snapped back into reality. I let her have her way in small ways from the jump, so she saw her progression as normal, right? I mean, next logical step. You must buy me a ticket to come visit him. Plus, she assumed I was rolling in it too. After all, I was a good-looking black dude who seemed to speak, dress, and carry himself very well, living in the heart of one of the richest cities on the planet. Of course, she thought I could afford a little old air ticket. Duh, I live in Dubai. But that wasn't the case. I was actually a student trying to get through my MBA, but I obviously couldn't tell her that. But yeah, moral of the story, this woman only wanted to hang with me because I made her look good to her friends, and she thought she could get some great all expenses just paid for experiences out of me. But little did she know I was a gamed up dude in training.
Now, here's something most guys never figure out. For men, attention is a tool. We want attention to lead to something real: sex, a relationship, respect, and access. But unfortunately, for most women, attention is the goal itself.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds kind of absurd, but hear us out. Attention itself makes women feel beautiful, powerful, desired, and envied. And this is even if they have zero interest in giving you anything back. Now, before you start hating women for this, relax, right? This is just how they are. Like, take it up with God. The thing is, Chris and I just want you to be aware of this so you know how to move as you level up in the game. Because the fact is, once you deeply understand and know this to be true, you will stop being another player and start being the prize. Awesome. So we're going to get into the 4 types of attention stealing women. Now, generally, these types of women will flirt with you heavily without any intention of following through. They'll dress sexy but act cold once you approach them. They'll post thirst traps and say, I just like my outfit. I'm not doing it for men. I'm doing it for myself. She'll call you to talk to you for hours, but has excuses every time you want to meet up. My brother, don't get played out here. Your attention is currency, so you better treat it that way, right? Anyways, let's dive into the 4 types of women Chris and I strongly suggest you avoid like the plague. Type number 1, the flirty tease. She gives eye contact, touches your arm, maybe even texts you late at night, but she will never actually come meet up with you. She just likes the way you fiend over her. That's it. Type number 2, the emotional dumper. Now, this is the type of woman that will call you to cry about her ex or some guy who did her dirty. You act as her therapist and she gives you, well, the bare minimum, which is in her case, nothing, because you don't require it. Type number 3, the favor farmer. Now, this is the type of woman who always needs just a little help with work, rides, errands. She wants a loan, and she's great at keeping you firmly in the friend zone, right? Avoid her like the friggin' plague. And type number 4, the validation vampire. This is the type of woman who will post half-naked pictures, DMs you flirty images, and then will ignore you once you invite her to hang out. Now, all these women have one thing in common, and that's they want your energy, but not your presence. And if you give it to them, trust and believe that they will ruthlessly take you for all you can give them with zero intentions of giving anything back to you. I can tell you this because we both made this mistake more times than we can count. So when we sit here and warn you about these types of women, it's not because we hate women, man. It's because we hate our time and energy being wasted. And more importantly, we don't want you making the exact same mistakes we did.
All right, before we continue, if you're getting any value from this video, we want you to hit the like button and drop a comment below telling us which type of woman you've dealt with the most. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. They'll thank you later. Also, if you want to support the work that we do here, you can buy us a cup of coffee. The link will be in the description, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. All right, let's keep going. All right, I remember back in 2020, just before COVID hit, I met this really beautiful light-skinned girl. We sort of hit it off immediately, and after a couple of months, we fell apart, but still kind of stayed in contact. Man, she was bad. Tight waist, light skin, and even great energy.
Always the bad ones.
You know, right?
Always those ones. Be careful, guys.
And to be honest, that's why I kept entertaining all her BS. Because, I mean, I knew she was bad, and I wanted her around because she was bad. But will I do the same thing again today, knowing what I know now? Absolutely not. I mean, this was a girl where after we fell out, we'll speak maybe once or twice a year, but it would always be these long, drawn-out conversations. She always had stories to tell me about what was going on with her. She'll laugh at all my jokes. She'll mirror my words. She'd even tease me about seeing each other, like, Chris, when am I going to see you? And I thought I actually had it locked in. But every time I tried to link up with this chick, she'll hit me up with the let's see, I'm not sure yet, I have to cook.
Always something.
But when she gets calls from other people, she'll tell me all about all these things that she's doing, going to the movies and dinners, which meant that she was making time for these things.
Exactly.
But when it comes to me, there's always an excuse. That's when it finally hit me that I was just audience energy, man. And nothing more. She didn't need me for anything. She only wanted my attention. So I did what I know how to do best. Blocked her.
I mean, it took you long enough.
Took
man.
me long enough.
But I mean, obviously, this was 6 years ago, so you weren't where you are now,
Absolutely.
right? So
Absolutely.
that's excusable. We all started from somewhere, right? He made hella mistakes. I've made hella mistakes, but we keep it pushing. Right, now let's dive into how you can stop being free entertainment for these attention stealing women. Now, if you're tired of dealing with attention sucking time wasters, here's how you stop being entertainment for these types of women and start being the man women actually fiend over. Step number 1. Make them earn your attention. Don't give unlimited energy to women who give you crumbs. This does not make sense. Stop doing it.
Facts. If she's not reciprocating, cut off that supply immediately.
Step number 2. Watch for investment, not just interest. Is she asking to see you? Is she texting you first? Does she put in effort? You need to pay attention to her actions and not what she's telling you, because words are cheap, but actions tell it all.
Step 3. You have to be willing to walk away. The guy that she obsesses over is the one who could leave and still be okay. And if you're not willing to walk away, when she plays in your face like that, you have already lost. She's never going to come back and she's going to lose respect for you. Point blank, period. Step 4, you need to ignore the attention seekers. You don't argue with them. You don't chase them. You don't even explain yourself. Once you realize that the girl just wants your attention, your job is to pull back immediately. Silence at this point is really your only weapon here.
And step number 5, reward the right behavior. Now, if she reciprocates value in terms of time, effort, love, and any form of positive deed, then you can go ahead and give her more of your energy. Otherwise, she gets the boot.
Absolutely. Listen up. Women chase the men who don't give it all away for free. The more attention you give without return, the more she sees you as low value. But the less attention you give her, the more she starts to think that you must be the top guy. Listen, she's been dating for a while now and she's seen the patterns. She knows that the guys who give her all the attention without her having to earn anything, those are usually the lame ass dudes.
Exactly, right? So don't let her view you that way. Don't get caught slipping doing none of the stuff that Chris just said. Instead, she should be viewing you as a man who makes her work for his time, not the guy who just hands it out like one of those people standing in front of the malls handing free samples. You don't want to do that. Low value, right? Anyways, all right, KC fam, if you learned anything from this episode, it should be this. Women love attention, but don't respect it when it's given in heaps up front. Give them enough to set dates and confirm your meetups. If she texts you out of the blue, respond, but be brief and let her know you gotta head back to work. Don't spend all your precious time texting back and forth with her and yapping all day on the phone, telling her things she has no business knowing just yet. That's 100% low value behavior. So treat your attention like a gift and make sure she earns it. Now, if you've got a brother or a friend who needs to hear this message, don't hesitate to share this message with them. I know they'll be glad you did. Also, if you got any value from this episode, don't forget to hit the like button, drop us a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you'd like to support the channel by buying us a cup of sweet hot coffee, you can do that with the link in the description below. All right, my guy, that's all we've got for you today. We'll catch up with you on the next one.
Peace.